Wives, is your husband destroying your marriage by the things that they're doing?
Whoa, wait. Why does it have to be the husband's fault?
Why not?
Well, I mean, seriously, whenever a man feels disrespected, his heart will check out of the marriage. Before I get into it, let me just hear your story.
Okay.
What is going on?
So, been married 3 times. Marriage number 1, thought I could go into that marriage and actually change that person. Ladies, wives, please understand, you cannot change that person. And it's not for you to change that person. It is for God to change that person. Marriage number 2. Oh, let me see if I can do this again. Let me see if I can just, get married to somebody. But then you get married and thinking, okay, well, this person, he's going to be my, what is the phrase? My knight in shining armor. He rides in on a horse and he picks you up and throws you on the back of the horse, and life is just going to be great. Sadly mistaken about that also. Because you can get to a relationship and then you in a relationship with somebody that you have no idea is what they consider to be narcissistic. They only think about themselves. So you're in a marriage with somebody that's thinking about themselves. You're thinking about yourself, and then nobody's coming together to think about each other because you're both thinking about what you're going to be doing for yourself. Why even be married?
So I gotta tell you, I have got a similar story. I did have a marriage that was not put together by God. And I have to admit that right from the very beginning. We were both very self-centered when we entered into marriage. And that's not uncommon. Most people are. Most people are thinking, what can I get out of a marriage as opposed to what am I going to pour into the marriage? But as we had that mindset, things deteriorated. It just got worse and worse and worse to the point where we were just looking for a way out. One of us found a way out without leaving the marriage, right? If you know what I mean. And after that, things were just crumbling apart. And at that point, I realized I did not want to be a part of this marriage, but I didn't realize how bad divorce would be. I mean, divorce is so destructive. Divorce is so debilitating. It erodes at your heart. It erodes at your will, what you're looking for, what you're trying to do. It changes your purpose. It destroys lives from the inside out. But at the same time, it seems like an escape. Sometimes it's actually an escape into something worse. But I decided I was never, ever, ever, ever going to go through that again. I wanted to have a marriage that was put together by God, and that we would both be pursuing His will, His purpose for us. And in so, we would grow closer together. As I had this focus, I also realized I want to help other people fix their marriages as well. Now, you said that you guys were focusing on each other. We were focusing on self instead of each other.
Yes.
That it needed to be focused on God instead.
You need to be first of all, in the marriage, God first, and then you are together. You have to have a togetherness. If you don't have a togetherness, you're going to start moving separate ways. But that means you're supposed to be aligned, and aligned means you're supposed to be together.
Indeed.
Yes.
So in cases where they have started to diverge, when husband and wife, maybe they haven't been focusing on God, or maybe they've been focusing on themselves more than God, is it possible for God to bring them back together? Is it possible for that mending to occur?
Yes, but okay, the other thing is you need to work on your marriage.
Now here's the thing. A lot of people try to do this on their own, and rarely that works. A lot of people try.
It doesn't work.
A lot of people try separation, saying, well, if we got separate and we find ourselves, then we can get back together. But that's the thing. Separations typically end in divorce unless you do it the right way.
Exactly.
And so we do have ways to help you. Now, I can't tell you on this video exactly what that right way is for you because it's going to depend on your particular situation. But we do invite you to join our webinar, 3 surefire ways to save your marriage or know for sure that it's done. And that's part of the problem as well. Not every marriage was meant to be saved. Not every marriage can be saved. But if you both have the heart to pursue each other and the heart to pursue God, then we can show you what steps to take. We can get you there. I know we can. I know we can. We've got programs that will help you through that, but it all gets introduced through this free webinar. 3 surefire ways to save your marriage or know for sure that it's done. So please, we encourage you, tap into this resource, find out what's going on, Get all the information that you need before you make a rash decision that destroys a lot more than you intend to. Find your heart, find your happiness, find love again right there in your lap, perhaps, so you can move on together in the way God intended you to and the way that you really intended to from the very beginning of your marriage. There's so much at stake here. Let's get to it. I'm Rob Hollis.
I'm Winona Hollis.
And we're here with my relationship experts here to help you find true love right where you are.